Hello everyone, Steph Webb from Lindy Stitches here in the Jingle Ball HQ to give you your first peek inside of the Jingle Ball. That's right, we have our new sleek platform and you're getting your behind the curtain peek at what the ball looks like. This video will be very helpful to just orient you on where things will be and how to have the best ball experience. We're also planning on possibly using this video as a help resource for some of you if you run into any problems. The instructions to solve those problems might be in this video. There will be chapters down below for ease of navigation, but I'm excited because we are going to have the best time and this platform is really robust. We can have a lot of fun with it, so let's get started. First of all, let's talk hardware. What are you going to get on to get into the ball? I really recommend a laptop or a PC. The reason being, you want a large screen. There is a lot going on in the ball. Yes, you can definitely stream the ball on your tablet or on your phone. However, because there is a lot going on, you're going to have a harder time navigating around. You're going to have a harder time seeing where the settings are, making your purchases with your thumbs, having to put in your address. I don't know. I personally recommend a computer with a mouse, but it is totally up to you what devices you want to use. After you've done your purchasing and you just want to stick the entertainment reel on, sit back and stitch, sure, get on your tablet. I would do that. But if you're feeling scrambled and you're feeling stressed, definitely I would suggest a computer. Next, what browser are you going to use? Our platform fully supports Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Safari 10. Those are the browsers that the platform recommends that you use. Those are the most common browsers, so I'm sure many of you have nothing to change there. There are two not recommended, not supported browsers, and those are Internet Explorer and Bing. If you use those, you may want to download a different browser for the ball, just to make sure you don't experience any technical problems. Another useful tip would be to make sure your browser is updated to the latest version. If you're not sure if it is, a quick Google search will help you out. Last piece of computer advice would be to clear your cache. Your cache on your browser gets full of cookies and trackers and all sorts of other nonsense that might mess with your ball experience. So go ahead and clear that browser cache just to make sure there's no bugs waiting for you there. If you're not sure how to clear your browser's cache, another Google search will give you the answer right away. Another classic yet useful piece of tech device that sometimes we forget is that it never hurts to restart your computer. If it's been a while since that old beauty got restarted, go ahead and do that in the morning of the ball. Give that computer a refresh, a good morning, and we'll be good to go. That's the boring computer stuff. Hey, come back here and I'll show you behind the scenes. Let's cover how you get into the Jingle Ball. This is another good pre-step that you can prep ahead of time so that you're not stressed out trying to get into the ball. You need to find your ticket confirmation email. That is going to be the easiest way to get into the Jingle Ball. The Jingle Ball ticket confirmation emails have the subject line, "Welcome to the Jingle Ball," and they are from Excel Events. So find your ticket confirmation, and when you're ready to attend the ball, have this email ready. On the night of, you're going to click Join Event, and that will take you straight into the Jingle Ball. That's why this email is important. That's why you should have it ready. You don't need to click this now. The ball hasn't started. But on the night of the ball, you can click Join Event. So, may I have a drum roll, please? Welcome to the empty ballroom, my friends. I know it doesn't look very exciting. Don't judge. No one gets excited about an empty ballroom. What is going to be exciting is when people are in here on December 1st and we're having a giant party. So withhold judgment. I'm just here to show you the basics. Here's the Jingle Ball homepage. This is what will come up when you hit your enter event buttons. Over here on the left is the most important part. This pink bar is how you're going to navigate through the different sections of the ball. We're going to go through each of those sections and what they do so that you're familiar with them. But first, I want to direct your attention up here to this bar on top. You will see your name here and your picture if you decided to add yours. That's a totally optional step. But it says, "Hello, Stephanie. I want to show you something important right off the bat. And it's something easy, I promise. I want to go down to this settings button. And the reason why this is important is that it's going to tell the event which microphone you want to use. If you have a separate microphone plugged into your device, you can choose it there, which speakers, and if you're going to join some stitching tables, hi, look, here I am, which camera you would like it to use. If those are options you don't need to change, you just want to use your device's default audio and video settings, don't worry about that. I want to point you to this notifications setting. If you enter the Jingle Ball and you're hearing some extra dinging, those are going to be your sound alerts. So Excelivance has some default settings where it will be giving you some sound alerts about different things. If you're hearing some unwanted dinging for some alerts that you are not interested in, you can check and uncheck these boxes. Do you want any dinging? You don't want dinging at all? Just turn this off. And then hit save. Okay, so that's important just to clean up the noise if you're getting too much notifications. You want to peacefully shop. Let's turn those notifications off. Now that I've shown you how to control your sound notifications, I want to go through the main sections of the ball. You're going to see that this is set up for an awesome party. When you first enter the ball, you will always land in the lobby. This is an important part of the event because we're going to have our announcements, our agenda, and our info desk all right here as these handy tabs. The announcements bar will automatically be chosen, and here's where I will be posting any important ball news. We'll also be posting some giveaways and anything else it's important for you to know. The second tab is also very useful. It is the agenda tab. And if you click on it, you will see your agenda for the event. Now, my agenda is super full because I'm the event organizer. I can see everything. But in the agenda tab, you can see the stitching tables. So there are, at this point, 25 different stitching tables that you may choose to sit down at and chat with people and stitch. You can also see the classes that you have tickets for. So those will also be on my agenda. I can see the WIP speed dating rounds. I can see the free classes. The agenda has everything in the event that you have access to. So it's pretty full. I'm going to show you maybe a better way to kind of thin that out if you don't want to see everything going on at the same time.
Editing stuff here. The better way that I'm referencing in this clip is actually just to use the pink navigation bar on the left. You can see the different tabs will separate out your classes from the stitching table from the speed dating round. So if you want to look at something specific, just use the left navigation bar. This agenda tab just shows you everything at once. So if you're looking to sort it all out, just use the pink navigation bar on the left. We're going to go through those sections one by one.
But the agenda is everything that's happening. Lastly, we have the info desk. Now, I'm going to be filling out these FAQs. I'm going to add some more as I think of different, questions that people might have. But if you have a question that you think we probably pre-thought about, the answer is going to be in here. So, for example, How do I find my class recordings? How can I watch my class later? Why is my device dinging? I just covered that with you. Here's how you turn off your sound notifications in case you forget. Different questions that you might need answers to, you can find those in the FAQ section. Over here on the right, you can see the chat box. Now, this chat box is throughout the whole event, and it will follow you throughout the whole event. It will always be over here. So if you want to chat with other attendees, you can do it over here. I'm also going to have assigned technological help that is watching this chat box. So if you should encounter a problem or you have a question, you can post it over here, and those technologically helpful eyes will be there to respond to you. We might take some polls, and that's this other tab here. This platform has a lot on it, and if it feels overwhelming, I'm going to show you can easily scoot this out of the way. If I hover over this chat box over here, I'm not interested in chatting. I don't have any questions. I'm just going to get it out of the way. I will choose this little arrow. Bam. It's gone. And now I have more access to the main screen. I can also minimize in the same way this navigation bar and make it smaller. That little tip is handy when it comes to sitting at stitching tables, and also if you are for some reason in a classroom and you're not interested in seeing those two things, you can get them out of the way. If after you have minimized those two side banners, if you will, the chat and the navigation, and you still need this picture or the video to be larger, remember most browsers can zoom in. So if you struggle with your site and you really need things big, you can zoom in on your browser. I can make things super big. So if you need to zoom on your browser, go ahead and do that. That will also enlarge the picture for you. Let's continue our tour down the pink navigation ball. Next up is the main ballroom. The main ballroom has totally free, constant entertainment. It's for everyone that comes to the Jingle Ball. And there's two main things that are going to happen. It's basically a giant screen of entertainment, okay? You're going to find, first of all, our entertainment videos. We have hours of entertainment prepared for you. Everything from musical talent to dancing, game shows, crafting, everything prepared by our 12 designers. It's going to be a lot of fun. So those videos will be playing, as well as our live meet and greets. So if you click on the main ballroom, and nothing's happening right now because the ball has not begun, but you will be able to see all the different events coming up in the main ballroom. Next up on our pink navigation bar is classrooms. This is where you can find and join all of your classes. If you did not purchase any class tickets, don't worry, there's 2 free classes waiting for you in classrooms that you didn't need a ticket for and are available to everyone. So when you click classrooms, you will only see the classes that you have purchased, as well as those 2 free classes for everyone. I can see all of the classes because I'm the event organizer. 15 minutes before your class begins, this button over here that now says bookmark will turn into a join your class button. Click on that and you will be in your classroom ready to start. If you're late to class, no worries. You can join at any time that the class is running. Next up is whip speed dating. This is an optional and fun part of our event that I think a lot of you are really going to enjoy. So grab your favorite whip or your favorite holiday finish, maybe just yank a few handmade ornaments off your tree and join the whip speed dating round. Now we have 6 rounds in total, and each round lasts 30 minutes. You can join at any time that this is running, and basically what this is going to do is to randomly pair you up via video with someone else who has joined that dating round. You're going to sit with this person and you have 5 minutes to just have a nice little mini stitchy chat. You can meet some new people, make some new friends, hey, maybe be enabled by someone else's project. We all know how to talk stitching. And I know that some of you are really interested in making more stitchy friends. I think this is a great way. So after those 5 minutes are over, there's some other options that come up on your screen. You can choose to extend your meeting with that person that you just met, or you can both choose to be paired up with someone else. But this is going to be super fun. It has no limits on how many people can join, and you just get randomly paired up. It's going to be a blast. Next up is the Stitching Lounge, and this is where you can join a stitching table. It's sort of like Zoom, but no Zoom required. It's all right here on the platform. You can sit and chat with other stitchers. We have 25 different themed tables that you might be interested in joining. You can message or text your stitchy friends and meet them at the same table. Now, there's 25 different tables as of this recording. We may expand or shrink the table size as needed during the event, but we have a lot of different interesting tables. Some of them are regional, others are more subject, like stitching with dogs. There's 25 of them. You just flip through and decide which one you want to join. They're not live right now. The ball has not begun. But if they were live, you would just click this button and you have joined the table. When you join the table, you will be automatically muted, but your camera will be on. You can choose to turn that off, turn your camera or turn your microphone on. But the stitching tables promise to be a great way to connect with other attendees. You can see that the tables have to restart each day. That's just a limitation of the platform. They couldn't run the entire event. They only can run for 24 hours. So once Friday midnight hits, the same tables will begin again as table number 2, and then the third day of the event, table number 3. Maybe the most exciting part of the ball is next. It is the shopping hall, and this is where all your Jingle Ball shopping will happen. I really wish I could scroll down and show you what's going on behind the scenes here, because there are some awesome things happening. Yeah, I might be doing some behind the scenes purchasing as the ball organizer. We've got some great stuff prepared for you by our 12 designers of Christmas. Of course, each designer is going to have a Jingle Ball exclusive, new, never before seen pattern in their booth. So that is super exciting. There are 12 designers of Christmas, so there's 12 booths plus 1, total of 13. This, you're getting a little sneak peek here. This is the Ball Hall booth, and in here you can find our highly requested ornament book. So for 2023, we have a beautiful little Jingle Ball Baubles book. It has 12 ornaments in it. It is put together by all the 12 designers. We all submit a ornament to this book. So 12 Christmas ornaments in the 2023 Jingle Ball Baubles book. Some of you have asked about last year's book, and we have decided that for 1 year only, you can get the previous year's book. So you can find last year's Jingle Ball Baubles book in here. We have a few physical copies left, and you can get the PDF, but this is the last chance to get it, okay? You can only get the previous years, and then it is retired. But the Bauble books and some other surprises will be in the Jingle Ball booth. Now, I can't go into a booth because I can't show you the surprises. But once you go into the booth, actually, let's see. Okay. Not too many surprises revealed. So there will be little different tabs here. Here's a welcome and a free pattern. I'm not going to scroll down. This is your complimentary Jingle Ball 2023 ornament right here, and you will be able to download it right there below. And then if I were to click on here, you would see the Jingle Ball merch. Over here will be your shopping cart. You can see I added something to my shopping cart, and I can't expand it to show you, but trust me, the shopping cart comes up over here where this chat was. That will be your shopping cart column, and you can clearly see what's in your shopping cart. But good news, Your shopping cart saves from each vendor. Now, each vendor requires a separate checkout. We know that is a little bit of a hassle, but it's the only way that we could put this together with so many different people in different locations. So if you go to Teresa Kogat's booth and you add some things to your cart there, and then you go to the Blue Flower booth and you add some things to your cart there, the cart does save. So it will remember what you wanted from the Blue Flower. However, Teresa Kogut and Janine McGowan require a separate checkout if you're going to go ahead and purchase those items. But good news that your cart saves so that it remembers what you were thinking about purchasing. So that is the shopping haul. It is looking so great, and I might be making some background purchasing. You know, that's just one of the perks of being in charge of this project. In previous clips, I had one more section in here called Stitcher's Roll Call and decided it was just going to be too problematic, so I had to tell you that in case you were looking for it. I took that off. These two sections are just mine as the event organizer, and then you will also at the very bottom have a device checker. This is where you can check your computer and browser settings, especially if you are experiencing some problems. You can use this. It reminds you of what browsers are accepted. It also will help you with your microphone and camera and sound permissions. So you might need to change some of those. And lastly, if you're experiencing some problems and you think it is because of your firewall or your VPN connection, here's some handy information for you.
I've gone back to the lobby. I want to show you a few quick things that you might be interested in, and then I gotta kick you out of this empty ballroom so we can keep decorating. I'm going to go up here to Hello Stephanie. Remember from the beginning, this is where I can change my settings and turn off sound notifications. Everyone has a profile. This is a little public page. This is where you can edit what information other people can click on and see about you. I'm not sure how many people are going to utilize this feature, but if you would be interested, here's where you can change your picture, add your socials. These privacy settings you might want to look at. You can allow people to send you DMs, or you can turn that off. You can decide not to share your information with anyone and be private. And yeah, these are just some different things you might look through. If you don't care about any of it, then I wouldn't worry about going in and filling out your profile. There's areas of expertise. I'm a expertise on backstitching. Wants to meet other people who like to sit in yoga pants and cross stitch. So that's where you can change your profile. You can decide to fill that out or not. If someone should happen to send you a DM, you can find it in this little chat box on the top. You can click on it and then switch over here to direct messages. This is where your direct messages will be. Again, I'm not sure how many of our attendees are going to get into direct messaging each other. So just be aware of that. If you decide to try to direct message someone, they might not know how to check their direct messages. So keep that in mind. I think the best way of connecting with people will be the WIP speed dating as well as the stitching lounges. And if you meet somebody you would like to exchange information with, you know how to do that. This concludes your behind the scenes tour of the Jingle Ball. I hope you feel a little bit more confident and excited because we are going to have the coolest party. I cannot wait to party with you on December 1st. Until my next update, I will see you later, friends. Bye-bye.